Hello everyone, welcome again to Brussels. It's a nice and hot summer day here, and we are here to talk about our summer exhibition, Small Bricks, Big History. So it's an exhibition about brick models that we made together with the Polish toy company COBI, and it runs here in the Royal Military Museum, Brussels, from the 1st of July until the 7th of October. So the company COBI, it's a Polish company. All models that they made are developed and produced in Poland, and they make military brick models, but also cars. So why did we collaborate with COBI? Of course, when people talk about brick models, they immediately think about Lego. But Lego, they don't make anything related to any military teams, so they also don't collaborate with military museums. COBI, on the other hand, they make their models in collaboration with military museums to make them as historically accurate, and they really fill this gap of the military brick model community. So great models, military museums. COBI, on the other hand, they make their models in collaboration with military museums to make them as historically accurate, and they really fill this gap of the military brick model community. So great models. They do interesting projects such as this exhibition, great after service, so check them out. If you're into tanks, you probably know about them. But let's come inside the museum and find out more about this exhibition. So when visitors enter the museum, they're immediately greeted by this big display case over here. You see a few of the larger COBI models, the Memphis Belle aircraft, B-17, a Junkers 88 aircraft. And here below, we have their current biggest model that they've made so far. It's a German King Tiger II tank. Scale is 1/12, I believe, and more than 11,000 bricks are inside of this model. So if you want to make it, it probably takes you a few weeks, I would say. But great looking. We displayed it with some of the hatches open so you can look inside. There's also an interior, so yeah, check it out. So this exhibition runs through the whole of the museum. People can choose to read the signs that we made, a visitor's guide with fun games, quiz assignments for the children. We also have an audio guide for people who don't like to read. But here is an information desk at the beginning that tells you all about it. Our first hall in the museum right here, it's dedicated to the 18th, 19th century, the Napoleonic era. And luckily, COBI just last year released a new line of products all related to the Napoleonic Wars. So here is a nice diorama that they made. There are 3 in the museum in total. And it displays a famous battle that was fought here in Belgium, the Battle of Waterloo, where the Alliance eventually defeated Napoleon. So you can see Napoleon on the top of the hill, his big army, some fusiliers, grenadiers in the front, some cannons. And here we have the Prussians, and they're being reinforced by Lutzor's Free Corps in the black. At the moment, Napoleon is still winning, but that will soon change, I think. All over the museum, we've also made these cutout boards where people can take a picture. And here another small display where people can see a view of the COBI cannons and how does a cannonball that they fired actually looks. They're not that big as people normally think. And also some small musket bullets over here to give an impression of how the thing actually looks like. Over here, a great looking model of the HMS Victory. Large English ship, mostly known for the Battle of Trafalgar. And we display it right here next to a real wooden scale model ship that was donated to the museum just last year. So really just in time to also be displayed in this exhibition. As you can see, the flags are on the top and later deck of the ship are a little bit different, but if you compare it with the actual HMS Victory, which is still preserved and displayed in Portsmouth, England, you can see that the way that the flags are displayed on the COBI model are actually the correct way and not like this on the scale model. So well done, COBI. So this hall, full of weaponry and uniforms of the Great War, is fully dedicated to that conflict. And here you also have a 155mm Schneider cannon displayed next to the real thing. And with this exhibition, we have a few goals that we want to achieve. We want to display the small brick models next to the real thing to see how accurate or how not accurate, how not successful they are made. We also want to use the small scale models to actually enhance the visitor experience, to show things that we cannot show normally, like for example, a diorama battle. And also just to make our museum displays a bit more attractive also to the younger audience, to make it more cool for children to visit as well. But already during the setup of the exhibition, we've noticed that the brick models not only catch the attention of young visitors, everyone likes to see them and is immediately drawn to them. So here's some more displays in our Great War area. Here you can see some of the helmets that were used by the different nations fighting in World War I. You have the famous Pickelhaube, the Stahlhelm of the Germans, the Adrian helmet and the Brody. And visitors can also try them out for themselves, see how they fit. And here you can also compare them, how the actual COBI model is compared to the authentic helmet. And because the COBI models are of course very small, you can always use these magnifying panels to have a closer look at them. Here we asked COBI to recreate a typical trench battle. You have of course the Germans entrenched over here and then a tank assault on their trench. But one thing that we have to keep in mind, we ask for representations of a battle, but of course the dioramas are not fully historically accurate. We cannot recreate every small detail exactly how it was. For example, in this period with tanks, Pickelhaubes are not worn anymore, but that's just for the real history nerds. It gives a great impression of how a battle like this would actually be fought. And a small detail, if any of you have visited the Bovington Tank Museum, they have a great diorama where you see the first tank being used, the Mark I, the last one left in the world. And when it's crossing a trench, in the trench below we have a mannequin of a very scared looking German fella. And over here we've tried to recreate that. You have one of the Mark V's of COBI attempting to cross a trench and a very scared looking German chap over there. Here are also some weapons to compare to their COBI counterparts, some handguns, a machine gun, some of the rifles and even a bayonet. So have a look at them and see how they actually correspond to their real life counterparts. Here we are in our magnificent 19th century aviation hall, a gigantic hall fully stuffed with airplanes from all ages. And we also have a great collection of airplanes from World War I, but unfortunately they're on the first floor of this hall and currently unavailable due to renovation works. But we found it's not really a solution, but a small thing that we can offer. When you look to these periscopes over here, you can have a glance at our French Nieuport aircraft, which are also on display over here. So still through the periscope you can have a small glimpse of the aircraft that you have on display over there. So another interesting aspect of this exhibition is that we can use the COBI models to show a model of a piece of equipment or an aircraft that we don't have in our collection. So for example, here we have the engine of a Messerschmitt 262 jet engine, the first actually jet aircraft developed during World War II and in operational use. And of course we only have the engine of it, which was normally in our reserves, but now we got a chance to finally get it on display again and show it next to a COBI model of that aircraft in which the engine was used, together with some other pieces of equipment. So a bit of the same story over here. Belgium during World War II was directly on the flight pad of the B-17 bases in England, which were flying over Belgium on their way to their targets in Germany. A lot of these planes were shut down because Belgium was still occupied and Germany had a lot of anti-air defenses over there. So in Belgium we also have a lot of B-17 wrecks. We also have some pieces here in the museum, and this exhibition gave us a great chance to finally put them on display again, such as this cockpit, a piece of the wing, engine, the wheels. And of course we also have the COBI model over here with some of the technical drawings on display. Also our current jet fighter of the Belgian Air Force, which is slowly being replaced by the more modern F-35. We have the two on display over here. And what is interesting is, we don't only show the two COBI models, but the F-16 is also in the Ukrainian markings, has the Ukrainian rondelles on top of it. And that's because the old Belgian F-16s, they're eventually being donated to Ukraine. So hence why we display them like that. So if you look up, you can see that we also have a lot of Curator aircraft, COBI aircraft on display. Even a few models that are out of production for a few years. So we also wanted to give this diorama an extra dimension, also show some air battles above it. But the problem was, COBI could supply us with their in-production models, but not with the older ones. So we also addressed the COBI community on Reddit to see if perhaps someone was able to provide us on loan with some additional pieces to display over here. And luckily, a lot of people addressed our call, and one of these was a guy which has an interesting Instagram page, Great Raw Bricks, and he's a collector who collects mainly all COBIs and other brands of the Great Raw collection. So really, thank you Terry for also loaning us these models, because they really gave this whole diorama an extra dimension. This hall is fully dedicated to the Second World War. And of course, that's the main theme of the COBI models. They have the most models in that time period. And we have a gigantic hall, 3 floors in total, fully dedicated to the conflict. So also a lot of models displayed over here, such as, for example, this authentic SAS Jeep, formerly used by the Belgium SAS regiment. And of course, we also have in the box over there, the small COBI model displaying a Jeep of the first SAS founded during World War II. If you want to know more about the story of this Belgium SAS Jeep, I suggest you check out our other videos, because we recently made one about this Jeep in particular, tracing back its history and the history of the Belgium SAS regiment. So here on the second floor of our World War II exhibition, we've got another interesting display. Over here you have a Spitfire chasing a V1, the first ballistic rocket developed by Nazi Germany during World War II. And it's a famous display because this was how there are sometimes the V1s were chased over the English countryside, and by flying next to it, their flight path of the V1 was disrupted, making them crash in the countryside. And we try to recreate that scene over here with 2 of the small COBI models. Don't worry, both the V1 and the Spitfire replica are both replicas, so if and when we drop, no harm done. Here we have the largest diorama of the exhibition. It's a gigantic Normandy style. It's 4 by 2 meters, so really large. And in the different scenes there was a lot happening, so it's really interesting to look and find out what's happening. You've got the airplanes which are over here. You've got the Saint-Mère Église over there with a small parachute. Then you've got a beach landing scene. You've got a flak gun pit over here. So a lot of different battle scenes happening everywhere. A lot of models involved and really well made. So it was also provided by us by COBI, sent over in different pieces, and for us to recreate. We had a lot of fun building it up, and it's really exceptionally well made. And here you can see the small paratrooper stuck on the Church of St. Mary-Louise. Here another scene of the night of 5th to 6th June 1944. The paratroopers jumping out of their Dakota planes. A famous scene. And also the Dakota, we really wanted to display a scene like this, but the Dakota is not in production anymore with COBI. Thanks to the community, we were able to be loaned one Dakota and be gifted another one straight from Slovakia. So really, thank you community for providing us with these models. It's really nice that we can also display this over here. Then here you have another floor fully dedicated to World War II. It mostly focuses one part on the Belgium aspect of the war, how we Belgians perceive the war and live through it. And the second part is mostly more the international character, the Pacific War, the Russian Eastern Front, etc. And here at the end of this exhibition we have a very nice display case. We asked COBI to provide us with a few bricks of blue variated bricks as well. So now we can display the beautiful Japanese Akagi airplane carrier on a real-life sea. I'm very proud of it because this was the first display case that I made myself here in the museum. So we had a lot of fun creating it. In total in this exhibition there are more than 30 stops throughout all the museum. We only passed a few of them because of course we want you to visit as well and to come and experience it, to see how you think about it. And here is the final stop of the exhibition. And here our carpenter in the museum made some really beautiful playing tables. So COBI provided us with bricks to play with. We got them in these boxes over here. We put some base plates on top of these wooden tables on different heights because smaller, older children, but of course also grown-ups like us. And here, after you've enjoyed the exhibition, you can play a bit with COBI bricks and make some models of your own. So we hope that you are curious about this exhibition and want to visit it as well. It runs from July 1st till the 7th of October, and there's really a lot to see, especially during this summer period when you perhaps have some children that you need to entertain. So come and visit us, and when you visit, also don't forget to participate in our photo contest. You can make a picture with your favorite displayer in the museum. You can tag us or also email it to our email account. And every month you can win some COBI prizes, so also participate in that. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you maybe visit the Expo and have some thoughts about it, feel free to share them in the comments as well. And otherwise, see you next time.